Welcome to the Automation Halftime Report sponsored by Provar. I'm your host, Josh McNamara, and I am joined by my co-host, Gabe Rodriguez, developer at Provar. Gabe, welcome to the Halftime Report. We appreciate you being here with us today. So let's dive right in. Did you see the latest Salesforce release notes? Nearly 600 pages this time. A lot of great enhancements and changes are coming soon. Really exciting stuff. So Gabe, tell me, when you're working directly with your clients, what are the recommended best practices you offer to them around their Salesforce release management strategies?
Thanks for having me, Josh. So in regard to strategies around release management, certainly there's a lot that you have to manage with Salesforce. Not only do you have the typical things like agile methods, peer reviews, code reviews, CI/CD pipeline processes, but the Salesforce environment is always changing, as your 600 pages already indicate. So one of the things that you have to manage is the change management process. In the Spring 22 release, there were over 100 DOM element changes that included classes, element names, CSS classes. These were all introduced by Salesforce. They had nothing to do with your development teams. So what you're going to have to do is either deal with the process manually, or you're going to have to introduce some sort of tooling that's going to handle those changes in an automated way, like Provar.
When I think back to my Salesforce delivery days and all those late nights my teams and I spent manually executing test script scenarios on some very complex solution requirements, I can't help but look back and wonder just how much time a tool like Provar could have saved us. So explain to me why you feel like Salesforce needs a custom automation solution like Provar for testing, and what kind of time and resources are your customers reportedly saving by using Provar?
So certainly you're going to see an increase in test coverage. You're going to see quicker deployments going out the door on your Salesforce deployments. But the real savings that you're going to get, you kind of have to take a step back and think about how much do companies currently use things like professional services to get their deployments out the door. If you look at banking alone, there are some research estimates that would say that up to 7 out of 10 banking institutions are going to need some sort of professional services support for the sake of their Salesforce deployments. You're going to also find that they're roughly spending about $100K or more in their Salesforce deployments, the care and feeding of Salesforce. Some estimates show that about 15 to 20% of that is going to be spent on procuring those professional services and helping those Salesforce deployments. So that's almost $20,000 in a lower tier estimate of what could have been funneled into their product roadmap to deploy features, and instead they're going to have to dedicate that support to consulting services. So what Provar is going to be able to do is they're going to have that knowledge and expertise embedded in their code. Error handling, API management, deprecated APIs. Things like this are already taken into account, put into our code base, and that's what you get to leverage every time that you go down a Salesforce deployment and use testing services like Provar. And as a developer, I would rather be seeing you spending your money on feature development and product roadmap as opposed to manual intervention for something that can be automated.
So Gabe, as you know, software delivery is becoming more and more rapid to deliver demand efficiently to production environments with DevOps. Nearly all of the clients I've worked with throughout the years have adopted to the DevOps approach. How easily does Provar integrate with common DevOps tools that we see in the marketplace today, such as Jenkins, Jira, AutoRabbit, and the like?
So what Provar does is it externalizes its file systems. So any integration that you're looking to make, you have access to those files. So not only are you able to integrate with common tooling like Jenkins or Ant or Circle CI or Travis, but you can effectively integrate to anything. It's just a matter of utilizing the files that we expose to you and complying with the configuration that whatever you're integrating with is going to require.
Awesome. Let's take a look at the 4 pillars of Provar and what it means for your teams. Unbreakable. Provar stays ahead of the curve to make sure that you can sleep soundly at night. As a member of the Salesforce Monorail program, Provar immediately begins testing the tool suite against all of the upcoming updates and changes executed by Salesforce months ahead of any public release. This enables Provar to make any necessary changes to the suite to ensure that you remain unbreakable. Polymorphic. Polymorphic is not something you want to do a Google image search on, but now that you have, let's understand what that means to us. Polymorphic is the ability to execute the one-to-many testing execution using just one script. So let's say that you have one test scenario, but that scenario needs to be run against all 80 of your user profile types. Imagine only having to update the status of one script versus 80. Intuitive. Intuitive and easy to use, no coding required, because Provar has already done the coding. All you have to do is just click it. The user-friendly interface makes it easy to quickly build, upload, and execute your entire test case project within minutes instead of weeks or longer. You can pause, rewind, and resume live testing with the click of a button. Provar Automated Testing provides your teams with instant results so you can publish immediately for faster feature correction turnarounds, thus increasing your development velocity and agility for the entire delivery team. You can use Provar to log in directly to your sandboxes and production orgs, all from the same place. And you can also use the Login As feature of Salesforce, which is extremely helpful for maintenance support teams to perform root cause analysis. By reusing the feature test script, the support team can simply replay the script to get the whole story. Using the built-in screenshot function, you can easily and instantly provide tangible quality feedback. So what once took a tremendous amount of time could be reduced to a matter of seconds.
And Josh, don't forget the end-to-end solution. Whether you're using Salesforce as a CRM or as an SFA tool, Provar is designed to test your solution and APIs end-to-end. That's right, you can quickly test your inbound and outbound APIs directly with a simple drag-and-drop capability. Send the message you need to get the response you expect. No coding is necessary.
Provar also provides free certification, self-paced learning through the University of Provar.
So wow, Josh, there you have it, folks, the world's #1 Salesforce automated testing tool.
No doubt about it, Provar helps to bring your solutions to the end zone.